Hello children, welcome back. Let's have exercise part of nutrition in plants in this video clipping. Okay, so the first question is, why do organisms take food? So why do we take food? Why do all living organisms take food? The reason behind it. Yes, let's have the answer. All organisms take food to survive and to produce energy for growth and development. Yes, of course. All organisms need food for the sake of survival, okay, to survive and to get the energy for the sake of growth and development, okay. So what for we are taking food? For the sake of survival, okay, because it helps for the purpose of growth and development of the body, okay. If children, you get this question for 1 mark, this much concept is enough, okay. So this much answer if you write, it's enough. If it is asked for more than 1 mark, okay, then you can just add up this one for your answer. The various components present in our food such as carbohydrate and fats provide energy to our body. So what does carbohydrate and fat provide to our body? Yes, of course, it provides energy, okay. And some components like minerals and vitamins are important for growth and development of the body. So what for minerals and vitamins are required? For growth and development, okay. So this is what answer for first question, that is why do organisms take food. Let's go to the second question now. So let's move on to the second question now. Distinguish between a parasite and a saprotroph, okay. So let's go to the parasite column and then saprotroph. So children, whenever you are asked to write differences or distinguishes, okay, at that time you just better make 2 column, okay, for more clarification. So let's move on towards the parasite and then that one. The organism that grows on the body of another organism and derives nutrients from it is called as a parasite. So what is parasite? Actually, parasites grow on another organism and derives the nutrients from it, okay. So the parasite on which it grows, that is called as host, right? So host always provide the nutrient to the parasite. Fine. So the second point, parasites absorb prepared food from the host. Yes, of course, parasites absorb the nutrients or the food which is prepared by the host. Example, cuscuta and orchids, okay, both are parasites. They depend completely on the host for their nutrients. Now let's move on to saprotroph. What is saprotroph? The organism that obtain nutrients from the dead or decaying organic matter is called saprotroph. So here organism, they obtain nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter, okay. So they are depending completely on dead and decaying organic matter. Whereas here this side, the organism completely depend on the host on which it is grown, right? So here it depends on dead and decaying organic matter. Next, second point, saprotroph digest food outside the body and absorb digested food. So what is the thing here happens in saprotroph is, outside the body itself the food get digested and after that that body absorbs that digested food. Whereas what happens here, parasite directly absorb prepared food from the host, okay. Then the example for this saprotroph is fungi and even some other bacteria we can. So let's move on to third question, that is, how would you test the presence of starch in leaves, okay. Let's see the answer. Take 2 healthy potted plants of the same type. So we have to take 2 healthy potted plants, okay, of same type. Keep one in dark room and other in sunlight for 72 hours. So one has to be kept in the dark room and other has to be kept in the sunlight for 72 hours, okay. After 72 hours, so take 1 leaf from each plant and put a few drops of iodine solution on them. So 1 leaf from each plant has to be taken after 72 hours, okay. Let's see what we get the observation part. no blue black color will be absorbed on the leaves of plant kept in the dark. So the leaf, okay, which we have taken from the plant which was kept in the dark for 72 hours, that will not show you or give you blue black color. Okay, as we added the indicator, that is iodine solution, after adding that solution we won't get blue black color to the leaf which is kept in the dark for 72 hours. Okay, so what does it indicate? This indicates our absence of starch. So as we have kept it for 72 hours, it says that, it indicates that, it shows that there was no presence of starch or preparation of starch or the process of photosynthesis, we can say. Okay, so the next what indicates blue black color will be absorbed on the leaves of the plant kept in sunlight. So we have taken one leaf from the plant which was kept in the sunlight also, right? So this leaf shows blue black color as we add iodine solution on it. Okay, so this blue black color indicates that photosynthesis process took place over there and starch is formed. Okay, and then this indicates the presence of starch. Fine. So overall what we can say is, during the photosynthesis process, plant prepare glucose which is stored in the form of starch. So here is the fourth question. Give brief description of the process of synthesis of food in green plants. So here we have to describe the process of preparation of food, or we can say synthesis of food in green plants, that is photosynthesis. Let's see the process now. The process of synthesis of food in green plants take place as follows. So how it take place in green plants? Let's see the answer now. Water is taken in from the roots of the plant and is transported to the leaves. So water is taken in from the roots of the plants and it is transported to the leaves part of the plant. And carbon dioxide from the air enters the leaves through the pores called stomata. So carbon dioxide which is present in the atmosphere enter the leaves through the pores which are present on the leaves called stomata and diffuses to the cells containing chlorophyll. As it enters, okay, so carbon dioxide enters in it, it diffuses the cells containing chlorophyll. Solar energy is used to break water into hydrogen and oxygen. So solar energy is used to break the hydrogen and oxygen of the water. What happens here? How oxygen is released. What happens with the hydrogen? This hydrogen combines with the carbon dioxide and forms the food. Okay, so solar energy is used to break water into hydrogen and oxygen. So this hydrogen is combined with carbon dioxide to form food for the plant. Okay, and whereas this oxygen is released. Thus photosynthesis can be represented by the following equation. Okay, so carbon dioxide plus water in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight, it prepares glucose, or what we can write is carbohydrate, plus oxygen is released. Okay. So here we are with the fifth question. Show with the help of a sketch that plants are the ultimate source of food. Yes, of course, plants are ultimate source of food because they are the producers, right? So they produce the food. Rest all completely depend on these producers. Okay. So the food chain shows that the plant is ultimate source of producer, or plant is the ultimate source of food. Only plant can produce food. Only plant can produce food. Rest all depend on it. And rest of other organisms are directly or indirectly depend on plant. So how? Let's see the sketch now. So producers, okay, they prepare the food through the process of photosynthesis. And herbivore, okay, primary consumers completely depend on plants. Herbivore, plant eating animals. Okay, example grasshopper and cockroach I have given. The secondary consumer, omnivore, which depend on plants as well as the animals, right? So secondary consumer depend on this primary consumer. Tertiary consumer, carnivore, completely depend on the secondary consumer for their food. Okay, examples also secondary consumer are given, cat, dog or frog, and tertiary consumer, snake and eagle is given over here. Okay, I hope the answer is clear. So let's go with sixth question, fill in the blanks. So let me read out first fill in the blank. Green plants are called dash since they synthesize their own food. So what's the answer? What we call to those which prepare their own food? Yes, of course, autotrophs. Okay, autotrophs. Second fill in the blank. The food synthesized by plants is stored as, yes, of course, starch. Okay, third one. In photosynthesis, solar energy is absorbed by the pigment called, what pigment is present over there? Chlorophyll. Okay, which traps the solar energy, we can say. Okay, during photosynthesis, plant take in dash and release dash gas. Yes, carbon dioxide, take in and release oxygen. Yes, okay. Name the following. So let's go to the seventh question. Name the following. First one, a parasitic plant with yellow, slender and branched stem. Yes, Cuscuta. A plant that is partially autotrophic. Okay, partially autotrophic. What it is? Pitcher plant. It is partial autotroph. Okay, the pores through which leaves exchange gases. Yes, that is stomata. Let's have 8th question now. Take the correct answer is there. So when question is there, 4 option have been given over here. Let's find out the correct option. Okay. So the first question, Cuscuta is an example of autotroph, parasite, saprotroph or host. Actually Cuscuta is a parasite because it derives the nutrients from the host plant. Okay. So let me write. So here I am marking, just tick mark. You can write down the answer in your notebook. The plant which traps and feeds on insect is. Now that is called as insectivorous plant. So example for insectivorous plant is it Cuscuta, China rose, pitcher plant or rose? Yes, of course it is pitcher plant. Okay, so I am marking here. You can just write down the answer. Now next question number 9. Match the items given in column 1 with those in column 2. Okay, so let's see what all are there. Column number 1, first one. Okay, chlorophyll. Now where do we find this chlorophyll? Is it rhizobium, heterotrophs, pitcher plant, leaf or parasite? Yes, of course we find chlorophyll pigment in leaf. So answer. Nitrogen. So which organism or bacteria converts this nitrogen, gaseous nitrogen, into soluble form or usable form? Yes, it is rhizobium. So let me mark it out. Cuscuta. So Cuscuta, whether it is heterotroph, pitcher plant or parasite? Cuscuta is a parasite. Okay. Now animals. Animals, whether they are heterotroph or this pitcher plant option? Yes, animals are heterotrophs. Now insects. Insectivorous plant, that is pitcher plant. Fine. So this is the answer. So here we are with the 10th question. Make T if the statement is true and F if it is false. There are 4 statements. Let me read first statement. Okay. Carbon dioxide is released during photosynthesis. what is released during photosynthesis? Oxygen is released. So this statement is false. Plants which synthesize their food are called saprotrophs. Is it true? No, it's not true. Okay, it is false, because plants which synthesize their own food are called as autotrophs. The product of photosynthesis is not a protein. Yes, it's true statement, because what is the product of photosynthesis? Carbohydrate, or what we can say glucose, okay, and oxygen is released over there. So protein is not a product of photosynthesis. So what is the statement now? Here it is true. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy during photosynthesis. Is this statement true? Yes, of course. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy during the process of photosynthesis. Eleventh question, choose the correct option from the following. Okay, we have to choose the correct option. Let me read the statement first. Which part of the plant takes in carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis? Is it root hair? No. Is it stomata? Yes, of course. Stomata takes in carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis. Is it leaf vein? No. Petals? No. Okay. So choose now. Next one, 12th question. Choose the correct option again. Okay. So plant take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through their, whether it is root? No. Stem? No. Flowers? No. Leaves? Yes. Right answer. Okay. So this is the answer. You just write down direct answer over here. Fine. I have marked it. 13th question. Why do farmers grow many fruits and vegetable crops inside large green houses? What are the advantages to the farmers? Let's see the answer. Fruits and vegetable crops are grown in large greenhouses because it protects crops from external climatic condition. Okay, so if it is grown in greenhouses, it protects from external climatic condition. Okay, so there will be no harm to the crops from outside, means external climatic condition, and to provide suitable temperature for the growth of plant. Okay, so suitable temperature these crops can get in the greenhouses. Okay, so advantages to the farmers of growing fruits and vegetable crops inside greenhouse are. So what are the advantages? As we got here only, first one is can protect crops from the external climatic condition, and second is we can give the suitable temperature. Okay, so let me check now. Okay, it protects crop from diseases also. It also protects crops from the diseases and adverse climatic conditions. Okay, so it is protecting the crops from diseases as well as adverse effect of the climatic condition. Second, it protects crops from the wind, and even rodents also cannot enter in that greenhouses. Okay. So children, here we complete exercise question number 1 to 13. Okay, I hope the concept of nutrition in plants is clear. Until I upload next video clipping, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy.